land/trench.
Yeah. So I can respond to that if you want. It sounds like that concern is one of like there's going to be a liberal takeover of the party, and we're going to turn to the left, turn to the right, and all of a sudden we're not going to have a party anymore or something like that.
Yeah,
That's a
I think this
concern,
is
right?
a lot of the time called like the dirty break or whatever.
I've never heard that term, but the dirty break. Okay. That is what like to the extent that that is a concern. One aspect of the discourse, which I think often is like not catching, is like we all on Live and Learn agree that we think that that is far-fetched as a proposal. That's one of the reasons why I was like pushing Hutch on our episode of Live and Learn to be like, what Wick is saying here is crazy, strictly speaking, because I don't think that we share the fear that the Democratic Party, by which I mean like the major politicians, the Democratic candidates, the Democratic voters, are going to be turned into like this a liberal morass led by Hassan Piker or something. And I just don't know if the concern is that, which is to say that the Democratic Party will become illiberal, will become a Marxist-Leninist vanguard party. I just don't know why you have that fear.
So here's the reason that I have that fear is I feel like if we would have went back, what, at this time, like 12 years, people would have said the same thing about Donald Trump and MAGA. And now we have very much seen that like the party of the Republicans is now MAGA. There is no real space for middling Republicans to exist anymore. They are being primaried by crazy MAGA people. So this is why I have that fear right now. This, in my opinion, this already happened.
Because it's happened before. Yeah.
Because it just happened.
Mean, like, I think, yeah. Trump has been able to take hold of the Republican Party in kind of an unprecedented way, and in a way where he has like exerts maximal control, such that he's able, even now, even as unpopular as he is now, and honestly, there have been some numbers where he has, 80, 78% approval among Republicans. That's like
90% is what I've seen.
Now,
but
yeah. Oh, I've seen recently the polling getting lower, but yeah, usually it's like 90, 91, 92. Yeah, but I think usually he commands, even in his weakened state, the ability to scuttle pretty much any Republican primary and just make it go in his favor. And so I understand that it has happened and that this person has control. But there's two responses I have. The first is, I don't think the Republican Party has like fundamentally, ideologically, policy-wise, except for its adherence to authoritarianism and Trumpism, changed like where it's going. So I'll give you some example. Tax cuts, wars in the Middle East, deregulation. These are all still things that like the Republican Party approves of and they continue to do, right? Obviously there's this added factor of the authoritarianism of Trump. Maybe that's what you're isolating for. And I agree, it did happen under Trump. I just don't have an inclination that it's likely to happen with the Democrats. So I'll grant you that it has happened. Maybe that informs your fear. But why is it rational to have that fear as the Democrats? That's what I don't understand. Because I think there are like key differences in how the Democrats operate and uniqueness of Trump that don't like sort of carry forward to the Democratic Party.
Sure. So the reason that I have this fear, and we can talk a little bit about this.
Faith here. I feel like Mr. Mouton's going to go in pretty determined to have a good conversation. I think he did a little bit of work for it. So it'll be interesting. Oh, fucking hate kick. Jesus Christ.
Kyle Kulinski has been out there recently saying, calling moderate Dems like MAGA lights. He has so many crazy tweets. I'm sure that you've seen them. If you'd like, I can start reading some off. But this is a big factor.
I grant that he says these terms.
Anybody have any good game recommendations that I could play on stream? Looking for low, not crazy focus kind of shit.
He's like a content creator / a pundit who is going to like shit talk both sides.
That's nice. He was nice around me too.
Determined someone who I would let in the
like. Luckily for this time of year, not as hot or humid as it usually be. So I'll take it.
Came out with it this morning. It's like, how do you self-identify? Would be one of them.
Let's see.
Are you excited about like the party? Have you voted for Democrats when it mattered, specifically during either tough votes in the Senate or during like presidential elections? And The last one that is a non-negotiable is you don't interact with the entire party in a disparaging way during and not during elections.
Oh, if
So
it's
like you
not
can't do that.
Steam,
you can't just constantly
gonna
shit on the
happen. What's
Democrats and then
Palworld?
want to be in the party.
I've heard that good things about that.
I understand those are like criteria that you set out for the
Mhm.
trenches, and I appreciate the lingo and the clarification there, and a lot of that is like totally understandable.
Anyone
to
play
me.
Palworld?
One of the things that I think frustrates people when I have these conversations is like, I want to do one thing at a time.
Sure.
And so I'm happy to go wherever you want to go. If you want to talk about why this fear seems compelling to you, we can do that. If you want to talk about like this trench notion and who's in it, and
has anyone played Warzone? Honestly, this game looks super fucking fun. But I don't have anyone else to play with, and I don't want to buy it. But Wowler anniversary. Oh, Wowler. Yeah, I can't do WoW.
the prescriptions of how to like
I can never
prevent
even make
that
it to level
fear
60.
and who to apply it to, which seems like that's the conversation, the kind of criteria you laid out just then is like, okay, we've established the fear. These are the people who are responsible for it, and this is how we tackle them, right? That's the kind of like tripartite system I could see. It's like establish that it's a worthwhile fear, then who is responsible, then what to do. So I would want to start like, is this even something we should be scared about?
Sure. I feel like I've established that the fear is reasonable. So now we can talk about like who is causing me.
Wait, in virtue of what is it reasonable? I don't understand why it's reasonable to like.
Well, because we just saw MAGA completely take over the Republican Party, and now we have another type of people.
I mean,
we have another whole group of people, like the DSA specifically, who are trying to steal and steal literally election seats in a primary.
No, this game looks actually fun. I feel like this game would be like, it's one of those games where you'd want like a joystick, like a really fucking sick setup. But no, I feel like this kind of game could be fucking awesome. Recommended specs. Oof. I think my computer might be on the struggle bus. 125 gigs of available space. Jesus, dude, games are crazy. You can play it without a controller. Quite nice. Nice. Is there like an Ace Combat 7 or 6 or something like that? That's like actually released. Fucking A. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, I'll start this.
And then starting to steal seats. Yes.
Let's see.
Okay, that's like okay. So the second piece of evidence, which is kind of like, well, the DSA candidates are winning.
Is this one?
I don't think that's evidence. If
our
those
winning is
pretty
far-fetched. They're winning in a few seats, but yeah.
In the primaries.
Yep.
Yeah. But the fact that even
if I was to get another Ace Combat, which one would you get? If you were to try to introduce me and have me like it to buy the new one, what would you tell me to get?
Into more purple or competitive districts, like the mere fact that you're having to call out and be like, well, have they been that successful? I think that it like shows that we all think that there's like a limited ability for them to expand into places where they're not like plus 30 blue seats. And so why isn't that like an alleviating aspect of where the evidence is occurring? Like the fact that the DSA members are only being successful, not in like Virginia in a statewide race, not in like New Jersey in a statewide race, but really just in like these super blue.
Hold on. I'm sorry if you guys want to watch this, but dude, you can buy like extra planes. All right, wait, whoa. We need to focus. Holy shit, what can I get? What do we got? F2A, a Phantom. Ooh. What's like a season pass? I'm not gonna get that yet. Ooh, experimental. Nice. All right, sorry. Shit.
A boulder rolling down or it's like a piece of snow rolling down the hill and becoming bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
I see. So
by this time of the day, the Adderall's worn off. Sorry.
You want to kill it in its crib. So maybe right now it's not at the point where it's
expensive hobby. Most of those war sim games are,
but like you could
any other good
easily
war sim
see
games
it start to gain momentum. Okay,
yes.
Then
I mean, like you guys
I don't
know that.
necessarily agree, but let's say I grant that.
Sure.
If the candidates are well, two things. The first is you mentioned
that's where
the candidates hate the Democratic establishment and the Democratic Party.
That's a free one too.
I'm going to say something perhaps controversial. That's like a majority view now among Democrats. Like the Democratic Party hates the Democratic establishment. The Democratic Party, and by here I just mean the members, the voting people, sorry, not the members, the voting registered members of the Democratic Party. And so that's part of the reason why there's a rejection of people like Janet Mills, cool. Why some of these endorsements don't seem to have the effect that they used to have in races. I mean, you have a sitting governor in the case of Gretchen Whitmer endorsing Haley Stevens. No noticeable bump from that. You have whatever it was called, big party luminaries endorsing Janet Mills. No noticeable bump from that. There seems to be a huge rejection of the Democratic establishment and I don't know, traditional party leaders from the Democratic voters themselves. And if you look at approval ratings, it's like net negative if you ask a Democrat regarding their own party. And so I think that honestly, there's a compatibility with being fed up with the quote unquote Democratic establishment, whatever that means, and not being authoritarian, not being a liberal, not being a team player, right? Like if it's representative of some wide swath of Democratic voters to take this kind of like negative attitude to the Democratic establishment, then in what sense is that an indication?
I gotta be careful of how much I download while I'm streaming. My computer's fucking hodgepodge. Uh-oh, hold on. What's the thing?
A multitude of reasons, but if you ask them from the polling that I've seen,
I'm asking why do you think that they haven't?
I'm telling you, I think multiple reasons.
Okay.
Based on polling data. It's a descriptive question about like why people think something, right?
Sure. Yeah. So
why Democratic voters think something.
What are some multiple reasons, I guess?
Yeah. So I think one of the big ones, if you look at polling, is like they don't think that their Democratic leaders are fighting back against Trump enough. They don't think that the Democratic leaders are doing enough to stymie Trump, doing enough to push back against Trump. That's one of the big answers that if you ask them why they don't like the Democratic establishment. They also think, if you look at like people like Ezra Klein talk about this, they think the Democratic leaders aren't effective. If you read,
you gotta do like corporate taxes. The fuck? Oh shit! What the? How fucking intense is this shit? Focus groups. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, I don't want to work after work. Nah. No. Not yet.
The liberal one that hate us because they ain't us or something like that.
If I ever become a full-time streamer, I'll do that. Because if I have a real job, fuck that shit.
The Democratic voters do, namely that Fortnite, Democrats are weak and ineffective and not pushing back hard enough against Trump.
Like the fighter game might do, but whatever.
I understand the reason.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just feel like those are two stories you can tell, right? Like you can tell a story which is the majority of Democratic Party, slight majority. I'm not saying everyone, but the majority of the Democratic Party doesn't like the Democratic establishment because they're turning a liberal, or you can tell the story of like they disapprove of the establishment because they don't feel that their party is effective. They don't feel that their party is pushing back hard enough. Those are two different stories. I'm like, why pick a liberal one? It seems like much more convincing to me that they're just pissed that their party's like feckless. That's the word I see like bandied around.
Sure. I just don't. So I don't think throwing the baby out with the bathwater is a good way to do this and to jump over to just being like basically the DSA. I think that we can fix this in other ways. I will say the people who don't think the Democratic leaders are fighting back against Trump right now and like being quote unquote effective, it's like, well, what are they supposed to do right now? The one thing I'll grant you is I think that we do have weakish leaders who need to be out there because they don't have anything to do. They should be on Fox News. They should be on CNN. They should be on every social media platform, and they should have a coherent, here's our Democratic platform.
Bro, I don't think I could do Factorio. Man, watching Steven play that is
okay.
I don't that doesn't scratch the part of my brain. Like the game I played the most in my life was probably Counter-Strike. Like I remember I started playing that in 1999, and I haven't played Counter-Strike 2, but I probably put like fucking 20,000, 30,000 hours into that game.
He's more on point with people like Obama and a few others in his examples. I'm not trying to like rationalize this opinion from Democrat voters. I'm just trying to say that it's a truth. And so when you see people who are railing against the Democratic establishment, it's plausible to me, in addition to perhaps other ideological things, that this is an indication of where people are, like we can read polls and we know that people are upset with the powers that be. And so whether it's rational or not, whether like Schumer can do anything else other than he's doing, whether Hakeem can do anything else than what he's doing, whether we're willing to throw the baby out with the bathwater, it's just like consistent with me that the appeal that many of these people are getting is because of these vibes from Democratic voters, as opposed to like showing any sympathy towards illiberal tankyism. In fact, my impression is with a lot of these DSA candidates that they get excoriated in the media, especially traditional media, for like prison abolitionism, and they have to like walk away from them. If anything, I feel like the pressure is for them to disavow those previous views. I mean, Mamdani disavowed Hassan's statements on 9/11. I just saw this.
Shit, I never knew it was like a translate thing. Suka. That's cool.
Or the presumptive nominee in Wisconsin, she's like saying, "I'm not in favor of getting rid of the police right now."
Hong, I believe. Yeah,
Miss Hong. I can actually stream a little later tonight, so we might play a game.
I was almost super racist there, but yeah. So like, it really just does seem that
those like soccer manager games, those sports management games. I know people get like crazy into those things. I never played those, but or it's like that like Roller Coaster Tycoon or like Sim City. I remember like trying SimCity back in like the early 2000s and just, again, could never get into it. Diablo 2 was the shit. Max Payne, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye.
Who are now feeding these Democratic voters are trying to backstab us. And I think that they kind of are sometimes even open with it.
Laptop out there, let's go.
Chevrolet is literally saying, I'm a democratic socialist. They're all saying that they're DSA members. They're not Democrats. They want to seize the media production. It's called abolish the police, abolish borders, etc. I'm not concerned about the Democratic voter. I think we can message better. And sorry, I'll even say this. We can message at all. The Democrats don't have any good messaging right now, and get those people back. My issue is if that these people start like making their headways in, and yeah, Ossoff's very good. I haven't seen anything from Hakeem Jeffries. I am for him being out as speaker.
Farthest Frontiers. What kind of games?
I think Chuck Schumer might be a little too old, so he might need to go. I'm for younger people taking over, and the Dems need to have an actual stance. Yeah,
I think that that's all great and compatible with everything I'm saying. Like, you feel consternation at Hakeem. You feel consternation, or you think that Schumer might be too old. You think the messaging sucks. You don't like the current vibes, right? And
correct.
You're not a socialist.
Nope.
And even though that like something like 32% of Democrats self-ID as democratic socialists, I just want to be clear. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist.
Do you identify as a Democrat?
They just, yeah.
Okay.
I know Pisco says this, but again, he just runs so much defense, and I don't know if it's just he runs defense by default, but Jesus.
So all I'm trying to say is like there's something to this like moment, I'll grant you, of the Democratic Party, that they're sick of their old guard. But I don't think that they're sick in ideological terms. I think that they're sick in terms of feelings of inadequacy, feelings of weakness, feelings of fecklessness, feelings of age. And the proof of that is like, who are the people like leading the polls among the Democratic potential nominees for president? Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom, Pete Buttigieg, John Ossoff a little bit, and AOC. All of these people are palatable, right? All of these people are people like you would feel comfortable with, right? Even like AOC, people get mad at me when I bring up AOC in many of these conversations because she like doesn't count, because she was even though in her past, right, she said, hey, we need to abolish prisons. She had all these cringe things too. That's why IRI is also someone who agrees with me. IRI and I don't like diverge on this. Somehow, like, I get attacked more than IRI on this position. Maybe it's because I'm more, I'm seeking out like some of these more contentious conversations, and IRI is not. But IRI says the same thing. Like, we can use some of this tackling fuel, if you will, some of the vibes, and it doesn't need to go in a particular ideological space. And to the extent that there's ideological incompatibilities, they fall in line, or we primary the fuck out of them. And so, like, I don't see what the issue is.
The issue is that these people are willing and ready to stab you in the back, in my opinion. Chevalier, I don't think she's going to vote meaningfully well with Democrats, and I think she should be prime.
Yeah, I just don't understand how that's like the beginning and end of the conversation. Like the fact that they will stab you in the back, and they've claimed that they will stab you in the back, and their motivation is to come in and stab you in the back.
With a D next to their name right now. I will.
I'm going to push you in a second.
Sure.
And just remember this moment, because I don't think that you're going to grant
Frontiers,
that because I think you're going to say that the House of Representatives is incredibly vital. And
the House of Representatives is vital, but I think there's only like 3 or 4 DSA members right now. I'm more concerned about the Senate and the Supreme Court nominations.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
so
I would also like in the
Farthest Frontier looks kind of like Age of Empires. A little bit. You know what? I might be able to play a game like this. This might actually kind of be fun. Yeah, but it's better. Yeah, honestly, it looks like it's like trees and shit. Ooh, okay. It's more about survival. Ooh, okay, yeah, that actually sounds cool. Is it turn-based?
Any DSA member, I would love it.
Are you the developer?
Okay.
Oh,
if you knew
real time. Ooh, okay.
That the House of Representatives, the margin there,
all right, so you're definitely the developer.
Was 1-2 seats,
which is fine, man.
Would you prefer
the hustle.
a Democrat, a DSA member, to win a seat against an average Republican?
Yes.
To keep control of the chamber?
Yes.
Okay. What I'll posit to you is there's like these margins are incredibly narrow, and
they're narrow.
It seems bizarre to me that
you're German.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're narrow, but I don't think they're 1 to 2 seats narrow.
My family's from Italy. So.
I think the Dems right now have like a 95% chance to win the House, and I'm willing to fuck around with some New York City seats, like 2 of them.
But like, to what end, right? If it doesn't matter, in other words, here's what you're saying, I'll always. I'll prefer a MAGA Republican in a House race.
You said an average Republican.
Member
I'm like 75% Italian.
But it doesn't matter.
All 3 of my grandparents were basically off.
Yeah, like average Republican, you think is a MAGA Republican?
At this point, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So you're basically saying I will prefer the average MAGA Republican against a DSA candidate for a House seat only when it doesn't matter. Right, only when, like, it's not
honestly
in question whether the seat's going to go.
I've been in Italy a couple times. Anytime I talk to somebody and they ask where to go in Italy, I'm like, you know what? Do Rome for a couple days, because everyone has to do Rome and it's fun, and obviously, like, there's plenty to see, and you can do weeks in Rome before you can even see like half the city. But I'll say do 2 or 3 days in Rome, fly in there, but spend most of your time in Florence, because it's a better city. It's smaller. It's not as chaotic. There's just as many things to do, just as good food, if not better. Yeah, Florence is the tits.
Challenger in her House race in Queens.
AOC was kicked out of the National Democratic Party. But
she wasn't endorsed by the National Party.
No, she was kicked out, I believe. They said that they were kicking her out if she doesn't not vote for Israel bills.
I've never been to Sicily. Can't talk. Can't speak to it.
My the National DSA, so I think, rescinded their endorsement of
we're just
AOC,
dirty,
and so she's not included in the set because of that.
Most Italians think.
Well, no. I mean, if there is a better candidate that I feel comes that's a Democrat, I will want them in the primary. That's what primaries are for, right?
No, but in the general, right?
Oh, in the general. Obviously, AOC.
All these are in the general. You're having obviously AOC, but if she had been endorsed by the National DSA, which I think they're going to re-endorse her, by the way, if they haven't already, would that change?
AOC's also been inside of the actual Senate, and I think we at this point know how she votes and everything like that. So it would change. Sorry, yes, museum. I misspoke. Yeah, in the House. Yeah, so
awesome.
Yes,
if that's what you're.
I would still endorse AOC over a MAGA Republican.
Lander hasn't been endorsed by the DSA explicitly.
Yeah,
sure.
He was one of the
incredible. Not many places in the world where you can see
3 that Mamdani endorsed. You would endorse him over a MAGA Republican.
I got to go read Lander's. So cool. I have to read what his, I guess, views are specifically and see. I don't have the answer right now.
Okay. but it's plausible to
Mooton's
you
doing
that
pretty good, honestly.
Lander might be someone that
He was
you
fucking
possible.
memeing it up
support,
saying he was
even
gonna
though
get butt fucked coming into
like
this,
was an
but he's doing
insurgent
pretty
against
well.
Dan Goldman. You know, Dan
He's
Goldman, an
keeping
effective member,
Pisco
pretty
calm, which
effective
is
in
difficult. I failed
especially
at that.
cross-examining
I
MAGA Republicans in hearings and
absolutely failed
stuff.
at that.
It's plausible.
I mean, I thought it was like more gonna be an interview, like just more about the
Is it
DSA
plausible to
shit, but
you that you would support? Well, I guess El Sayed is the Senate,
Mooton's
right?
keeping it
Yep,
pretty
El Sayed
calm.
has got my full
And so El
support, and I
Sayed-
will campaign for him if he wins. I will go door knock.
Okay, and Hong.
Depending on how this goes, when I play that game a little bit.
Hong in Wisconsin? Absolutely not.
chance.
Yeah, for
No.
state governor.
No.
You don't think that the governor's mansion in Wisconsin is vital? I mean, this is a swing state. The governor runs elections there. You're going to put that in the
That's a
hands
pretty
of the MAGA
powerful.
Republican?
That's a pretty powerful seat to give to a crazy lady. I know what a Republican will do. I
It's
don't
a pretty
know what a
powerful
crazy
seat to give
DSA
to
member.
a crazier. I mean, we've seen things that state MAGA governors
Okay,
have
now it
done
might get a little
in
contentious. Let's
places
see.
where Trump has tried
Let's
to
see.
fuck with elections and stuff.
I
They're way
want-
more
Yeah.
sympathetic to those efforts.
My goal right now is to kill basically the evil baby before it becomes a monster
Yes.
who kills my party.
Florence all day. True. Oh.
And that would mean wouldn't that mean helping a Republican win the governor's mansion in Wisconsin over this
No, I'm
candidate,
just not
Hong?
going to spend any time there.
But you would prefer the Republican to win.
Would I prefer the Republican to win over Hong? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll grant that.
Isn't that an endorsement?
No. I can prefer somebody to win and not endorse them.
Well, I just view an endorsement
that's
as like
true.
a statement of support about who your preference is to win an election.
I disagree.
And maybe you mean something different by endorsement.
I think the average person would think that an endorsement is you actually pushing for the person and saying that this person is someone you want to win.
Well, I
True.
just don't understand. If this is such a big
True.
threat,
Very
why
good
not
point.
endorse them? I mean, like, if you really want to stand by your principle that this
I would never
person-
endorse a fucking
such a
Sounds like
Republican.
your
Your
own
own party.
too, honestly.
just because of like the
Lorenz.
signaling effects it would send.
No, I would just never endorse them. They
It
have
looks
No.
bad.
no, they have diametric.
If you want to feel like go to Naples, dude. Holy fucking shit. Talk about being surrounded by people and like tourists in their tiny ass alleys, fucking passing like a saintly picture of Maradona. Oh my god.
I think
That was the dirtiest city in Italy I've ever been to, by the way. Like actual human shit on the fucking ground, just ugh.
or do you think that that's a
There we go.
majority opinion among Democratic faithful? I mean, if we're going to go to the race in Wisconsin, it's going to be like 90+% vote for the Democratic nominee. This is the aberrant view. This is the the view that's a minority, not the view that
Long is
like
just,
we should
like,
support
they
the
were watching
nominee
some
in the
videos
Wisconsin
today. She
governor's
just
race.
seems
Which,
fucking
enforcement of state law
robotic
in
and
Wisconsin,
crazy
a
and
state
not
that has been
real.
targeted
Like,
specifically by Trump
I have no idea.
for election, interference and shit. That is fucked up. In this age, we don't want to
sounds
play with
awesome,
that.
Lorenz. I'm jealous.
I just don't want the DSA to come and kill my party, man. I don't know what to tell you. And I believe that this won't be a long-term thing if they're quote unquote killed now. It's like it's a thing that you got to do now. Hopefully
But
at
if
the
only
end of
diff- I mean, but if she was, but if she was running for the Senate, you would vote for her.
Well, yeah, the consequences.
yes,
would be
because
because
of MAGA Republican.
because the Supreme Court is the most important thing in the world. Yeah. If Trump gets another 2 seats, like this whole thing is cooked. Like it's GG.
Some of the most important pushbacks against the MAGA regime have been on things from state actors.
now he's
Gavin
just,
Newsom
now he's
on
just trying
redistricting.
to like
Abigail Spanberger when she
win the debate.
in
I
many
feel like,
different
let's go.
ways,
Like,
including
now that's
the attempt to do the gerrymander
'cause
with
what
the amendment that failed
Mr.
because
Mouton
of
is saying is completely rational. It completely makes sense. Like you're not going to support something in a state-run office because whatever, you're going to be a governor of a state. You can really only affect the state that you're the governor of. Like, who cares? But if you're a senator, Mr. Mouton's right. Like you actually have a say on who becomes a Supreme Court justice. That's really, really fucking important. So, like, Pisco trying to equate, like trying his best to make them equally important when they're obviously not. It's just like him trying to win the debate, I feel like.
In my opinion, of Trump and MAGA destroying this country and doing authoritarian shit, and when they get onto power, I don't see that track record among a DSA endorsed governor nominee. Like, it feels insane that we're having this conversation, and maybe, yeah, I would endorse the more moderate candidate in a primary context in Wisconsin, but to say you prefer the MAGA Republican in the age of Trump, in an age of like where they're literally trying to fuck with elections,
I feel like the DSA is an absolute existential threat to the Democratic Party, and I would like it to be over ASAP versus like continue with what I feel is to come. So yeah, I'm willing to lose one governor race and a few House seats this election in order for hopefully it to be completely stomped out. That's correct.
And why do you think that would occur? Because why would this achieve that result?
It would show that they're completely unelectable.
Yeah, but then like even if you have like a parliamentary system, you just then you can get something like you have in the UK, and you just need, or Israel, and you just get like, every system has its flaws. Like, I'm not saying the two-party system's great and we should keep it forever, but it's not like the parliamentary system, and I can't really speak to Germany, but just wait, actually, if you're in Germany, how's the AfD doing? Like, are they going to win? Like, is there going to be an AfD leader in your country in the next 10 years or something?
All the time with fucking Democrats. Oh, so no, I wouldn't say it would include Bernie.
Better be right.
It includes more people. Yeah, Ilhan Omar, it would include.
I know 100%. Elon's fucking supporting him. God forbid.
I just don't understand why make a distinction between Ilhan Omar and Bernie Sanders. That to me is bizarre. Ilhan Omar also mostly votes for Democrats. She has a better record. Here's what I say, right?
Dude, I wish I can be honest about the things I wish we can do to Elon Musk, but I would be banned from this website. So,
as the borders are,
Bernie Sanders they
don't take those votes.
Bernie Sanders is a what?
Independent.
In which part of in which branch?
No, but I'm talking
in the Senate.
In Vermont, in the Senate. No, yeah,
that's the difference.
No, but the person, right? I'm talking about the person. Whether this would apply if Bernie Sanders was running for state office somewhere, right? If Bernie was running for state office in Wisconsin, or if he was running for state, like, I'm just trying to get like the type of person, regardless of like which specific race. I grant that.
I don't want to talk about like the hypotheticals or whatever. I want to talk about like core, I guess, people and whatnot. So like if we're talking about like the actual core thing of like, would I vote for Bernie or would I vote for Ilhan Omar? Well, I would obviously vote for Bernie. He's in the Senate, which is the most important thing in my mind. I would not vote for Ilhan Omar. She's a House member, and yeah, I think that she should be gone with hopefully the rest of the DSA members. Okay, AOC can say.
But you would, so you don't want to address hypotheticals. Any hypothetical in this conversation?
No, I'm down to address hypotheticals, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to address like the hypothetical of like if Bernie was running in like this random race, would I vote for him? Does that make sense? It just gets a bit like crazy.
And why is that? Or
because it's just not. It's not even like. It's not even a thing that matters or is going to happen or we could like even know about.
Okay, so all right, you would vote for Bernie. You would not vote for Ilhan Omar.
That's right.
You would vote for the MAGA Republican in Wisconsin governor's race.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, I would. For this election, yes.
Okay. All right, I think there's a values like difference here. I think that MAGA is a more existential threat and requires like all hands on deck, and it's not dead yet. Trump is not out of office yet. He still holds the power. And so even if I granted this fear, like these people are backstabbers, that they're not going to fall in line, where there's a track record of them falling in line, right? Like you have AOC falling in line. You have, Bernie Sanders. He is maybe a model for a lot of these types. And again, like you mentioned, you don't really have a problem with him. You have Mamdani, who's working closely with Kathy Hochul, who did not endorse a challenger against Hakeem Jeffries. So there's a model there which assuages my fears a little bit, and the limited nature of where the success is happening. Given that factor, I just think it's all hands on deck against MAGA, and I would never countenance giving up the governor's mansion in fucking Wisconsin for 4 years under this administration when they're currently in power. Now, that's a values disagreement.
Sure.
If he goes to court, I mean, that would basically just end up being that like he can never go to Germany again, right?
Our system has several parties. We have 5%.
Oh, okay.
Similar in Canada. No party one color.
Oh, okay. Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm
Ilhan
pretty ignorant
Omar.
of other
And
countries.
Omar,
Ilhan
for
Omar,
sure, yeah.
why?
Not gonna lie.
She didn't vote for Ukraine. She's a DSA member. I would want her primaried.
Fuck that bitch.
Would be the goal.
Okay. So, you're willing to, on the sort of lack of Ukraine support, and again, this is not in the primary. In the primary, I can understand it. In the general, because of lack of Ukraine support, vote for the MAGA Republican.
Yes.
Even though the MAGA Republicans, I don't know on average, but a lot of them are also against funding for Ukraine. But
I'm willing to do that because I
prioritize,
want
for
the
example-
DSA to die, and I don't believe that the House is currently in a unwinnable spot for the Democrats without like a few seats. Yeah. I believe the Democrats are going to win the
think the
House.
margins
They're
are
going to
super
have a
tight.
majority. I don't think it's 1-2 tight.
But if it were like, so if it was like 15, 16 DSA members, does that argument go away? Now the House of Representatives is in play, right?
I would at that point then
The
yeah,
bigger the margin, in other words, the
more successful they get, the harder it is to stop working with them. That's why I want them to die now.
Okay.
Yeah, PC's got nowhere
Damn,
to
man,
go,
that's
really.
depressing for me. I just gotta be honest.
I don't know why. It's one election that I want them to just be gone from, and then we can go back to having the fucking Democratic Party, and we can hopefully message better and win all of these people who are starting to go for like DSA crazies back.
Perfect. That makes so much sense.
When the DSA members take like even just like 8 or 9 seats, I don't think you're gonna say that the margin
Sorry,
is secure enough.
you
to
lagged a
count.
little bit. Can you say it again?
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So there is a crossover point where if DSA members that are included in
Far
the
left
set,
taking
again,
up
excluding the
parties.
ones
LFI in France.
who are not included in the set because they have
Or
good
left-
views,
What's the
There's a
the left in
crossover point at
Germany? What's the
which
party name?
even like 6, 7, 8.
It's just like the
There
left.
will be a
members
point at some point
where
of
you're not-
critical
you're-
mass, which
you're
would
not
be
gonna fuck around with
uncomfortable.
that.
Which would
Yeah.
be uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah.
There would be a
The
critical
left.
mass point, which I
Fucking
would be
perfect.
uncomfortable
I knew
with.
it. I
Yes.
knew it was gonna be something fucking stupid. Thank you.
I'm not saying that I like MAGA. I don't like MAGA. I just
I
want the
didn't know if it
DSA
was
to
like a
die
left
right
or
now.
I don't think you're saying
coalition
that.
or
That's it.
fucking
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't judge me.
And you
How
think
dare
this
you.
will achieve? But the thing is, like, why do you think this will achieve that?
It would show. It would if they can't win these. If they can't win these seats,
Oh, yeah, game's
specifically
done.
the ones in New
Please.
York City, it would show that these people are absolutely unelectable, and then I would hope that all of the fucking influencers out there who are pushing for these people would realize they're unelectable and stop pushing for them, and instead try and push for moderate Democrats versus these nut jobs.
And in Wisconsin, that will be demonstrative of their lack of electability.
Yeah, if a DSA member loses the fucking
And then people will
Governorship.
stop being. DSA will lose its influence.
I would hope
Or you think it's more likely they will?
that
Okay.
that would be more likely. Yeah.
I'm less confident of that, but all right. So let's
Hmm.
move. That's part of the prescription in terms of voting. I think that
Show
is
more of me.
an understandable prescription. It's one that makes sense to me. I disagree with it. I mean,
Yeah.
I just think that we disagree
Russian
on the
shell.
prescription. It's not on. I will say this is the first time that someone has
Y'all
suggested
making me
not
Google
voting
shit? God
for
damn.
like a real, what I think is like an
Well, I'm
insanely
glad I have an
important race in the
international
general election.
audience.
But I will just like disagree with that, and that is like closer to what when
the
I was
hell is
talking to
this?
Avi, his prescription would be.
And we're allowed,
and
and
he
we're
would
it's
almost carry
okay to
that forward.
disagree. I don't mind like disagreeing
Yeah.
with you on this or whatever. I just
Ooh,
want
lap-
people to
oh, okay.
understand. I
Galinki.
genuinely view the DSA as the scariest thing right now, versus who I believe is on their way.
The
out.
scariest?
Yeah, in this election, I believe this DSA are fucking incredibly scary right now. Yeah. Obviously, I
But
think the MAGA.
scariest, so
well,
sca-
not for the
Hey,
Senate.
Quorum, congratulations.
Obviously, I believe that the MAGA Republicans
Okay.
and Trump are technically the scariest thing. I just meant like they're very scary. If I really viewed them as the scariest thing, then I wouldn't be
Think you've been
pushing
here
for
every
the
time.
senators, like DSA senators or whatever. Yeah, but I am pushing for
Thank
that.
you.
So.
Okay. Yeah, I don't share that fear. And so
You
we
don't actually
disagree
have
on
to do
that.
anything, but yeah,
So in
just
terms of
whatever.
that prescription, I'm just not going to sign on to it. Although I appreciate you
Mhm.
because I do think that that's like a concrete and like real prescription with teeth to it. I'm just like, holy fuck, I'm not gonna do that, bro. And I think that you should, if the Senate is important enough vis-a-vis the Supreme Court, the Wisconsin governor's mansion is important enough, bro. It really fucking is. I mean, these state offices are super fucking crucial. Remember when Elon Musk was like, I'm sorry, this is my last attempt to try to convince you otherwise, because I feel like I'm failing in this conversation to impress upon you the importance of it.
Yeah, I get
Elon
it's
Musk
important.
was all guns blazing. Yeah.
You can keep going, sir.
But what do you think they're gonna do in Wisconsin if she wins? Like, she's gonna end private property. She's going
about
to
sending a message.
End democracy in Wisconsin.
This
The
shit's
problem
not okay.
if she wins, it signals to other like DSA members that like these are quote unquote winnable seats, and that like DSA actually has a place in here, and they can like mask on as hard as they want, and then actually win, and then they become like a huge like snowball effect. So yes, I don't want any DSA members in any huge positions of power. Yeah.
Oh. Why wouldn't that apply to the Senate though? I mean, if it's really a snowball effect,
The Senate, there's two Supreme Court. There's 2 Supreme Court seats right now of people who can and probably will retire if the Republicans win. That would give Trump a total of, I think, 5 Supreme Court justice seats. It's 4 or 5, and that can't happen. That is losing an entire branch of government to wackos.
And that's really important.
And
enough to kind of hold your nose
I'll
and vote
try
for the
one last
DSA
time.
if you need
On
to.
the House of Representatives margins, you think it's not plausible that it'll be limited to a 1, 2, 3
You're in
seat
Germany.
margin.
That's correct.
You got the
Democratic
European
victory.
section.
Yes, if I saw that,
why is that implausible to you?
He's got
if I saw that it became like it's a 1 to 2
American
margin,
time zone.
I would probably
You guys are in here often.
push for the DSA members. I'd have to think.
You
about
obviously
it a little
don't
bit more,
have
but
to
yeah.
do anything if you don't want to, but might as well have somebody.
It seems really contingent to me. Like,
Because honestly, I remember when I was
talking
talking in the chat with Pisco and Hutch and Destiny and all them. I remember I was like, oh shit, I can't fucking see the like I can't read the chat and do this at the same time. So I hope no one's typing some crazy shit. So I'll need some of you. What's up, Business Baka? Do we think Thomas and Alito would retire? No, they will absolutely hold on if the Democrats win. 100%. Because there's no way the Democrats are gonna fucking let them put someone on the seat. They'll hold it forever because of what McConnell did. Of course, Corum, you're here every day. Or you're here every time I stream. I'm not every day because I'm not streaming every day, but absolutely, guys, you got to keep everyone in check. But yeah, no, there's no way they retire if the Democrats win. That's why they need to win the Senate. It's so important.
Cool. So I think we've identified what we disagree about.
Sure.
And I know the proposal, and I think people can just speak, can determine for themselves whether they agree with it, your recommendation or my recommendation. Is there anything else you think that we disagree about other than our views on the existential nature of DSA and who to vote for in the upcoming elections?
No, I think for the most part, you and I agree on most things. I think we just have a different view of what the DSA is going to be and like how it's going.
Okay. And on the media stuff, because there's also this I'm anti-Semitic now, and like I sweep for communists. Like, do you take that view? And you think I'm not
you're
engaging with the media?
anti-Semitic?
I do not think Pisco's anti-Semitic. I don't know where the fuck that comes from. I don't know where he's heard that from. Whoever's saying that's fucking crazy. Because like Pisco might be a lot of things, but I'm sorry, that's just wild.
Myron Gaines. Surely that was more. I mean, Myron Gaines goes on there and starts talking about JQ stuff and how he hates women.
Well, I don't think you should have brought him on either.
Myron Gaines.
At least you can get.
Yo, what's up, Jets? Yo, no, there's no way. If the Democrats win the Senate and one of those two, Alito or Thomas, steps down and they actually let Trump nominate somebody, I will never vote for another Democrat again. Fucking clip it and ship it. I don't give a fuck. I would. No way.
The people who I saw that were requested, I recognize.
If Hitler requested, would you add him?
I mean, yes, I would.
Well, then that's
do you want to take an opportunity to talk to Hitler?
No.
So would you never talk to Nick Fuentes?
Would I never talk to Nick Fuentes? Nick Fuentes has I wouldn't add somebody with a smaller quote unquote platform to me to come spew their crazy shit when they're trying to legitimize themselves as Democrat or like a Democratic commentator. No, I wouldn't personally. No.
I wasn't thinking of any of that. Like, I think you
Sure,
guys
I'm not saying you
think
did.
more of
I'm not
these-
saying you do think of that. I'm just saying that that's something I
Let me
disagreed
share
with,
this.
like
I
you
forgot. I
doing
gotta be
technically.
marketing.
I don't think when you added somebody to the
Okay.
Twitter space and
as
pulled
well
them
as
up that
Myron
you-
Gaines.
No, I said you can gain something from Myron Gaines, so I understand why you would do it.
Here's my Discord. Join it if you
But in
haven't,
terms of
if
like
you want.
anti-Semitism, you
He's
don't
obvious.
think that those acts
He's
are
pretty bad.
anti-Semitic?
What?
No,
my,
yeah, he's
oh,
anti-Semitic.
pulling
for
him
sure,
up,
but, like,
pulling.
Lorenz, I would vote independent, unfortunately, but I live in Pennsylvania, which is a swing state, so I can't afford to let Republicans win where I live. So it's blue no matter who for me. And luckily, we don't have any fucking crazy DSA people running, at least around me. There's Chris Robb, but he doesn't. I don't live in his district, but
you cannot say that you would prefer a MAGA fucking Republican, the governor's office in Wisconsin.
In this race,
Luke,
I
it's
would,
too important.
man. I
no,
would.
it's too
I
fucking
would.
important.
I would.
Cat out. 1 second.
You're brain broken right now. And
I'm not.
Like,
go ahead.
they're not about to turn the party into this authoritarian and liberal thing. That's
what you
crazy.
think.
Why do you think that? The Democratic faithful are like way too self-critical.
here's
They're
Pisco.
way
Here's
too
the fight.
diverse
Here's the
coalition.
fight.
If
Here's
you
the fight.
ask them, if you pull the Democratic faithful, like, do you support with these kinds of authoritarian measures, getting rid of police, getting rid of prison? It's not going to happen. They're going to have to moderate, or their ass is going to be sent packing. That's exactly what Democrats did, by the way, in like San Francisco with the mayor guy and all these. Remember the ballot initiatives in California after they had like lowered the criminalization of certain crimes or whatever? The Democratic Party, when they see that their own candidates are fucking up, it's a fucking self-repair, self-defense mechanism. It happens. How can you be scared of like a Maoist take over the party? The party will just wipe their ass with these people and throw them out.
Like Biden wanted in the 2022 gerrymandering BS. What do you mean?
They're ineffective or they don't fall in line. It happened also in the House of Representatives with Jamal Bowman, and it happened like with these candidates who are crazy, stupid, distracting. This shit occurs, Mouton, and there's no basis other than, well, it happened to Trump. It's not going to happen to the Democratic Party, and there's no basis to believe it is.
Yeah, Jets, there's a lot of things that we can do to like make everything better, but we're too busy arguing about chicks with dicks in fucking sports in college. So like here we are. The Republicans blocked the reform for voting in the US. Oh, yeah, well ideally Dems would have a trifecta for more than 42 days. Like if we just need to control all three branches of government, but we can never do that. So we're always cucked whenever we control or whenever we have the presidency. We're always cucked by either the House or the Senate. And even if we do get shit passed, the fucking Supreme Court will block it, like Biden's student aid forgiveness. So
Are amenable to reason. You think they're going to be like, oh yeah, I mean, remember when they lost the Bernie race to Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton?
Then you agree that they're scary. Then you agree that they're scary, and then you agree.
I agree. Many of them are scary, but I'm just not worried that they're going to take over the party. And the ones, by the way, the candidates they promote, I just want to say the candidate they promote, typically they're palatable to me, especially compared to a MAGA Republican. Like someone like AOC, someone like Ilhan Omar. Again, I don't agree with Ilhan Omar's on the Ukraine funding stuff. I think that's fucking.
Also, I was thinking about doing vertical streaming too, but I don't know how that would work to get on like YouTube Shorts, because I feel like you get a lot of people fucking scrolling that. At least I get addicted to scrolling it. Like I'll fucking sit there for like 20 minutes and realize it, like come out like I'm coming out of a trance. I feel like I'm like, and for some reason, all my YouTube Shorts, like if I'm scrolling through and like I randomly come across like it gives me a live stream, it's always a fucking street vendor in China, and I have no fucking idea why.
Isn't as you perceive. What was the kind of evidence that I would have to present to you?
I'll have to answer that at a later date because I'm not going to be able to come up with like a clear conclusion now. We can like schedule another talk and I can think about
you could be
that.
Like, oh
no, it's not unfalsifiable. I'm sure that there is some set of circumstances that you could convince me. But it's something that I would have to actually like sit down and think about versus give you a quick answer.
Shit. Hope my wife's not trying to sleep.
Even like a theoretical crazy science fiction explanation. Like
I would.
Dude, can you fucking believe that? That's fucking so crazy. He's his interview producer and he just does research for him, and he's an unironic fucking Chinese simp. Like we're fucking so cooked. Hassan's gonna be on CNN this weekend. I wonder if that's like gonna be streamed somewhere. That'll be fun to watch if that's live. But fuck me, dude. We're so fucked.
Convince me. But if you want like a
Okay,
real
now I'm gonna
hypothetical, that's not
specify.
going to be
in the fog
wacko.
in the fog of war. Yeah, in the fog of war now.
Sure.
Jets, you fucked me up right there. Goddamn.
Oh, okay. And another question. Mom Donnie, if you were eligible for the president over average MAGA Republican. Now I know your prescription is vote for them in the president, right? I know that's your prescription. What would empower the DSA more than getting Mom Donnie elected as the president?
No,
So if you really think
luckily
that the DSA
he isn't
is
eligible
the
to be
scariest
president,
threat,
man.
okay, let's make it
I don't deal in crazy hypotheticals. Oh, El Sayed? I would rather El Sayed over a MAGA Republican, sure. He's not by the DSA.
Wouldn't that empower the thing that you say is the greater threat right now?
Yeah. I don't think that the DSA is the greatest threat in the world right now. I think MAGA is, but I think we can wiggle around with it inside of the House of Representatives. We can't wiggle around with it in the Senate, and I think that we can wiggle around with it in the Wisconsin governorship. The presidency isn't really something that I would want to wiggle around with.
Would you condemn someone who fails to endorse the Democratic candidate in the presidential or in the Senate?
Yo, what's up,
Would I condemn someone who doesn't endorse? What do you mean by endorse?
Poland.
Yeah,
True.
who doesn't follow your prescription?
I need
Someone
to know,
who says,
what do
you know what,
yeah,
I'm going to sit out the Senate race. I'm going to sit out the Senate race.
Dude, so funny. So in like my OBS, I have like YouTube chat, and it'll translate things like automatically. So if you type something in Russian or Spanish, it'll automatically translate to English. But I can like hover over and see the original. And for some reason, Dix out, DIX out gets auto translated to 10 out. So DIX is 10 in some language. I have no fucking idea.
Included the president. Now it doesn't.
I have to get back to you. I don't know what's going to happen this year.
So it's just for the Senate right now?
So fucking dumb.
It's for the Senate, and then if the House gets way closer, then yeah, we would be able to have a conversation about it.
It's for the House. No, but for the presidency, surely
wave
that is
holding
way
yours
more
down,
important. I mean, you talk about the Supreme Court. In terms of the Supreme Court, you need the presidency to even put up these judges. And if you get a DSA member as the president, they're going to give some fucking judges that are going to vote.
Dude, 2016, like, think about it. When fucking Harambe got shot, that's when everything went to shit.
I think that
it's also, unironically, did you know this? Did you know that 2016, kind of when people agree things started to go to shit, is the same year social media companies started switching from a most recent timeline to algorithmic timeline? Something to think about.
Yeah.
All right.
It seems so esoteric, man. It seems so particular.
Yes, it is, because I believe that we have wiggle room.
I'm massively,
and that's fair. We can disagree.
And
we're just gonna have to disagree. Yeah.
Hold on.
And for state offices, that includes places like California, Texas, Florida, right? So if it's a DSA member, like up against a DeSantis, James Fishback,
I would
whoever they also have.
I would have to get. We would have to like pull up an actual example, and I'd have to see like how the exact shit is going. I understand that I'm being like
Hong
pedantic
in
over
California, Hong in Florida, Hong in.
Yep, look right here. So Facebook was early. It was personalized edge ranking in 2009, fully defaced Clonera. But Twitter, 2014 to 2016, Instagram, 2016, TikTok, 2016. That is really, like, Facebook was different. Everyone noticed it fucking sucked when Facebook started. And then everyone else, by 2016, they had the new fucking algorithm that broke everybody's fucking brains. We need to fucking end that. That shit is like 20% of the reason we are so fucked right now. Is like the fact that we all are, it's like siloed into our own different realities.
Appreciate the chat. Are you going to come and canvass for El Sayed if he wins?
I'm not sure how I'll go to Michigan, but
what about Ohio?
I'll probably go to Maine.
Okay.
I might go to Sherrod Brown. These and the numbers are really good. This is one of the reasons I'm not like as scared as much. Like, look where the Democrats.
I won't be opposed to that.
Really competitive places.
What sites would you include in your social media ban? Like, would you ban Reddit? And like, or like, do you consider that social media? Like Discord?
in like political sense, not like in real life, etc. And call for any violence. Yeah, metaphorically. We had to get him out of there, and then we can be super excited about the Democratic Party moving forward. I hope we get better leaders, and I hope the leaders actually go on news and tell people what we're fighting for. One thing I am interested to hear your takes on quickly is
but it's the Wild West with like foreign actors in it too, which is
I've got some easy Democratic wins that I think that the Democratic Party should be pushing for. So one is federal holiday for elections. Are you for that?
Yeah, but I also think it's not a super critical thing. But
Sure.
yes, I am in favor of it.
My next one would be free or reduced government childcare federally.
I mean, I'm not really a policy wonk, but it sounds like something I'd be down with, and something that like a lot of major.
The reason I really like this is because I feel like the average Democrat fucking thing to get people like money back in their pocket is just like shit at the end of the year for their taxes, but nobody actually feels that.
Yeah, whereas, like tax credits and shit.
Yeah, whereas like people who are paying for childcare, etc., they see the $2,000 come out of their account every single month, and this would be a huge burden relief for them. That's why I'm pushing for that. The other one is voter ID.
That's a really
tied to free passports for all.
Yeah, so I have no problem with like a voter ID law packaged with a national ID. The reason why people, I don't know, the country has been against national ID are like a lot of these bullshit government like cynicism bullshit, and like we've used this number, the social security number, to be like our national ID, like when it's very insecure, very dumb. And so I'm fine with voter ID paired with like sufficient access, and yeah, I think that's dope.
Someone brought up earlier, they were like free passports. So I was like, oh yeah, we just tied that into my voter ID thing. And then the last one is no AI in political advertisements.
Oh no, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
I'm a free speech guy. I'm a free speech guy. So
yeah,
unless you can find out some good legal argument for why.
Do you think you should be able to AI like Talarico in like a dress saying something in a political advertisement?
I think that you could like restrict what's the deal? Like
how can you
kind of deception in ads and like misinforming consumers. So that I'm okay with. But like you said, I thought you said like a wholesale ban on AI. I don't know if I would be. I think that seems like far too broad from a free speech perspective. Unless you can make a good argument that like for whatever reason I would have to be convinced by like a First Amendment argument on AI, because as it stands right now, I do think it's speech.
Okay, cool. I will. So
I'm a rights guy first. I'm a liberal. Wait, no, this is raising questions for me, Moo. Wait. Yeah. So in terms of the policy platform that someone like Hong or Mamdani or someone like one of these figures, I don't think El Sayed you put in there. What is the thing that's like most scary to you?
I want to abolish fucking cops, etc.
But do you think that that's like a realistic scenario?
I think that it's crazy.
That's obviously, I would agree with you. That's a horrible position. Yeah, they have some fucking stupid theory bullshit explanation for what they mean by that.
Yeah, these people are cancer and they should be out of they shouldn't be in any big elected office.
Yeah, but like people like AOC have said shit like that before, and they've like, why is this a fear? They're not going to actually enact it, right? You're not scared of them actually enacting that, right?
I don't know what they do in the future.
But you're not afraid of them actualizing it. Are you like concerned that they're actually going to?
I'm afraid that they would take over the Democratic Party and then do wacky shit. Yeah, that's what I'm most scared of.
But not specifically getting rid of the police.
I don't know what they do, man. I have no idea. That's what they want to do. So yeah, I'm afraid of it. Yeah, I'm afraid that they're going to do what they say that they want to do. Yeah.
And same with prison. You think that they're actually?
I'm afraid that they're going to do what they say that they want to do. That's correct. That's their policy. I'm afraid of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever looked?
Yeah, I'm not as afraid that they're going to be able to actualize that. Mamdani has said shit like this in the past too. He is like making inroads with the police. The power has a way of force, especially among Democrats, and unlike Trump, of forcing you to like build these bridges with other constituencies and interest groups and key holders to power. If you're actually scared of the police and prison being abolished, maybe I would understand like why you're taking the tack that you're taking.
I'm scared that they're going to do what they say.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You mean the first article of the Constitution?
Oh, really? I had no idea.
All right. I think it's a irrational fear. But hey, appreciate the conversation.
Appreciate the convo.
And,
Thank you so much.
Let me know if have any disagreement. Yeah.
We'll do.
Cool.
Have a good one. Ciao. Shrimp ass.
I was promised fireworks. What the fuck?
Old.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna try something. Wish me luck. Uh-oh. Wish me luck. This is not gonna go well. Lockheed Martin. Fuck yeah. The fuck is this? What the fuck? Enter. Wait, no. My fucking mouse. Agree. Agree. All right. Control types. Oh shit, I need a controller. Fuck. Right. Let's see. Do I need an Xbox controller? All right, how do I connect an Xbox controller to my computer? Fuck. Let's see. I got Bluetooth. Skadoosh. All right, where's the Bluetooth button? Right here. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Add device. Let's go. Come on. What the fuck? Oh, duh. Come on. You can do it. Come on. What the fuck? Add device.
Is that better? There we go. What the fuck? That was weird. Let me make sure this works too. Is that better? Okay, that was weird. I don't know why the fuck that happened. All right. That was weird. A simple for these who are new. All right, yeah, I'm new. Treat me easy. Scoop. I can't hear shit either. All right. Can't hear the desktop. Where's the desktop coming from? That's weird. I don't think that works either. All right, why the fuck is this happening? This fucking thing. Skip. Gotta fix the settings on need sound. Options, sound. That's it. Okay, thank you. That does nothing for me. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now we're talking. What are we flying? I have no fucking clue, buddy. I don't think I have a choice. I think this is like the training thing so far. Let's see. Thank you.
Everyone here?
Thank you.
Settle down.
Thank you.
I said settle down.
Let me know if the stream goes to shit.
You
I'm
have
curious,
all
'cause I
been
don't even know if my
instrumental in
computer
helping to
can handle
maintain
this.
peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, Our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching.
Oh my god.
Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission.
Thanks, yeah, thanks a lot again for hanging out tonight, guys.
The
Appreciate
ceasefire
it.
agreement has been broken for the first time
Especially
in over
you,
a decade.
Lawrence, all the way in fucking Europe. God damn. Oh, 1 second.
As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft.
Yes, sir.
Then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that?
My god.
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What?
How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Oh my god.
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking
You're
the
100%
base.
Lorenz. No,
This is
absolutely
not a drill.
I'd be surprised if they can do 10. Oh yeah, most of the Americans could not pass that. Alright, Operation Take Down Hostile Bombers. Let's go. That's the target. Trigger, clown. Do we get to like control? Let's go. Let me say something. Yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean, that would actually make sense. I would almost have higher expectations for, you know, I would want someone who wants to move here. All right, where are we flying? We got left. Can I fly these super ones? I mean, how am I not going to fly an F-18? Sorties set up. Let's go. Restart. Can you turn yourself out?
Squadron aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
You're at 50% of the game volume. Okay, actually, thank you. I will change it. I appreciate the heads up. Ooh.
Radar site's still silent.
Is this any better?
Get those birds
Is this
in
any
the
better?
sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming.
Thank
Don't
you.
know how many?
Clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Main Squadron, head to runway.
Yo, what's up, E-Moon? How you doing?
Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Main Squadron.
What do you mean I Oh, fuck you, Emon. Fuck you. No. I just had too much hair and it's too fucking hot. Good point, but fuck you. Love you too. Good seeing you, Manny. Alright, Alright, let's go. Resume the mission. Resume the mission. Oh, I gotta go back here.
Trigger, your call sign is
Yes, F-18.
Verify and
How it
retract.
is.
Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Whoop.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this.
Okay, so
Squadron,
follow
it's
this
go
guy.
time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
We'll go.
I think I have to pull down our
Trigger,
time.
I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Sorry, buddy.
You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight.
Let's see how good this
You're a good
is.
pilot.
Oh.
So I told him. I had to fill an empty spot, so play along. It's still a leash, though.
Okay, I get it. Shut up. I'm learning.
H2, locking.
Ooh. Alright, so how's like, is the AI smart in this? Ooh. Okay. Alright. That tactic didn't work, but I think I scared the shit out of him. And that's the important part.
In gun range.
How do I use the guns?
Iced up.
Alright, approach that. Okay, now I'm getting the hang of it. Now I'm getting the hang of it.
Not bad, Mage 2.
That was pretty bad.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Alright, so just press that. Change my radar. What's that button? Nope, that's not that button. Okay.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
That means all the way down here. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, now I'm starting to get the hang of this. Dude, it's over now. These guys are fucked. Do I have to worry about, like, gas or fuel in this at all? Tap Z or R twice to do an alien roll. It's a PlayStation controller. Tell me that in PlayStation. Oh! That was square. Wait. Lorenz, really? When did that happen? Oh, 21, speaking.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Careful of ice formation in the clouds.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Oh, this guy's fucked.
Watch out for the support aircraft. Attack missed.
Oh, nice. Alright. I gotta figure out how to use that. Alright. Ooh, what's that pump do?
This is Michael 1. I have a lock. Stand on your sticks. Watch it.
God, I'm not getting the hang of this guy. All right. G-roll. Oh, there it is.
I'm spiked. Box 2.
That's what I gotta do. There it is. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay, this actually takes a little bit more getting hang. Okay, fuck this. Just go over here real quick.
Bandit in my sights. Locked on.
There it is.
Behind one. Box 2. Box 2.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
God damn, this makes an asshole. Alright, 1 second.
H2, missile launch.
Fuck you, bitch. Alright. Dude, I'm fucking the best pilot in the world. Alright, let's go. Come here, bitch.
Enemy missile inbound.
Proceeding.
It didn't connect.
Alright, we're doing some talking shit, right? Oh, he's coming right at me. That was hard. Alright. I do like the triumphant music, though. It does help. The seeds, Russia's getting hit. This is not a good game to read chat. At least I know that. Alright. Watch this. Going down to 7,000 feet. Then pushing it down the air. Oh, that's flares, apparently. Okay, it's good to know. Oh, watch this dude. This dude's fucked. Oh, look at that. Straight on.
Destroy the target.
Let's go. Okay. Ooh. How do I do the, That's it. Where is he? I'm not following. Are you talking about sunflower seeds? So Russia started an unprovoked war right now. Everyone's getting their stuff back. Dude, there's a saying, getting your shit pushed in? Is that the saying you're thinking of? Oh. It is funny, though, that fucking Russia, like, prior to the war, everybody thought, and for good reason, that, like, Russia was one of the top militaries in the world. And now, like, they're a fucking joke, as they should be.
Missile hit.
It's, like, incredible how much of an actual paper tiger they were. Like, or they ended up being. You're done. Oh, oh! Yeah, you're done.
Target confirmed down.
Exactly, big leafy. You reap where you sow. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying, yeah.
Page 2. Targets in range. Pair of bombers.
Do I have, like, other bombs in here?
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Actually, like, where's, like, a... Can I see the controllers? So I have, like, no idea what any of the controls are. Oh, ooh, okay. Let's go. I think we're gonna do better this way.
Don't forget your special weapon.
Use X to change weapons. This is how you play this. This is how you play this. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Target down.
You'll knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Come on. Where's this motherfucker? Oop. Oh. Mine now, bitch.
Locked.
Didn't hit. Fucking take him down. Come on. There it is. Oh, this game's fucking easy, boys.
Nice going, Mage 2.
Wait, who's simping for
You
Putin?
still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
Oh, I gotta land this thing?
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Oh, warning.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off.
Oh, yeah.
Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Wait, where the hell is it? Oh.
Radio.
Let's go. Let's find these motherfuckers. Slava Ukraine. That is true.
Keep your eyes open in those clouds.
Yup.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you
Drones?
kidding me right now?
Fuck, this game's way
This is
too
the kind of
realistic.
shit that really chaps my ass. AVs. I can't tell them apart.
Target is down.
Peace, bitch.
Attaboy, Trigger.
And you can buy other planes in this game, right? Garbage.
Fox 3. Fox 3.
T-160? Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Come here. Oh, goodbye, bitch. Oh, goodbye.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I call that mission accomplished. Still got half
Press
the baggage.
L2 to reduce the speed.
Hammers
Oh.
on my way.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload.
Position behind bandit.
Wait, is it left trigger or
Hesitating
right
for a
trigger?
split second could be the difference
Okay.
between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Oh, heck yeah. That would've been nice to know. Oh, that makes it... Okay. That changes that.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
Bitch. Okay.
Taking cover in the clouds.
Mage 2. Fox 3.
Evade! Evade! Bandit in my sights.
This.
Roger 6.
Oh, wait.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Actually... Oh, let's climb, bitch. Let's go.
I'm on back. I'm spiked.
Alright. Let's dive bomb this motherfucker.
I have to break. I'm hit.
Uh-oh. That sucks. Ooh, that was low. Shit. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Fuck.
missile launch.
Damn, I'm not good at this game. All right. It's been a while since I played many video games. This is going to be the only round I play for tonight because this is not conducive to streaming and talking to you guys. I am sorry.
We have to break. Fox 2, Fox 2.
Dynamite.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Oh. Wait, where is he?
I'm in his blind spot.
Oh, shit!
Missile fired. Evading.
It didn't connect.
Target acquired.
Alright, these guys are annoying. Alright, hold on a second. Let's get out of here a little bit. So they're right behind me. Let's turn.
Following me, eh?
Turn. And there they are. Oh! Oh, come on, Scott, hit him. Come on.
I've maneuvered behind the enemy.
Fuck you. Holy shit. Alright. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Man, this is actually a fucking difficult intro to this game. What? You're bad for what? Oh, for recommended this game? Yeah, fuck you, dude. I mean, it's fun, but uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Enemy zombie.
Uh-oh. Okay, I got this. I got this. I got this. Alright, we got this. Democrat before me. Yeah, honestly, I might. Oh! Oh, let me get him.
Hostile.
Alright, can I go forward with these guys? I can always switch targets, I forget. Ooh!
Mage 2 shut down a bandit.
Ooh, that was close. Okay. Ooh, okay. There we go. This way. Oh, down. Dive bomb these motherfuckers.
Locked. 5 minutes remaining.
Pelham 2, on your 6.
There we go. That's what I do. There it is. That's how you do it.
1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
Okay, that's how you do it. I'm gonna go down. Oh. Where is it? Come here.
Dodged it.
There it is.
Mage 2, Fox 3.
There it is. Okay. That's not small.
It's a golem and mage. Job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Let's go.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes.
Oh, wait. Do I actually have to land this thing? Okay,
Let's
wait.
slow down. It's just one sortie.
Right?
Don't
Wait.
try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Land this
Column
bitch.
Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Pull up.
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Okay, do I have to... Alright. Where's base?
I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Oh, I don't have to land. Okay, good.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read
Wait,
back.
is this just like the next mission?
Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have
Oh,
faith in you.
replay. Fuck that. I don't want to watch that.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air.
Skip. We're skip. God, watch a replay of that. Holy shit, could you imagine? Okay, that was actually a fun game. I can play that.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk.
Oh,
we know the attacking bogies were from Erusia.
Erusia? This
International Union
motherfuckers.
peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows.
All right. Anyway. That was fun. All right. Let me let's see. Let's get some music going at least, so it's not quiet. Ba-da-ba-ba. All right, I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Enjoy the music. Be back in like literally 5 minutes. Just hit the use bathroom.
Anyone have any comment or content recommendations? I'll take them. I did see. Oh, sorry, I didn't feed my cat. We were vibing? All right, good. Tuesday. Oh, I did see one article I wanted to read. Hold on. This one kind of sucks. From The Guardian. Trump backtracks from promise to let Ukraine build Patriot missiles. U.S. President tells reporters during Camp David cabinet meeting technology, quote, a hard thing to give away. Donald Trump has backed off a promise to let Ukraine manufacture its own Patriot air defense interceptors, telling reporters that handing over the underlying technology was, quote, a hard thing to give away, end quote, during a cabinet meeting at Camp David. Now you'd think that he would have thought about that and they all would have talked about that before he told Zelensky that he would hand it over, and he told the world that he would hand it over. But I mean, what are we expecting from Donald Trump? The retreat billed by the White House is something different for the cabinet to experience together. Oh yeah, that was Caroline Leavitt being a word. Was the first such meeting at the presidential compound of Trump's second term. It also became the venue for the U.S. president to unpick in real time a commitment he made to Vladimir Zelensky just a few days earlier. Asked whether he was ready to grant Kyiv a license to build Patriot missiles domestically, something he had suggested at a NATO summit in Turkey just this month, and which Ukraine president described as a productive topic in the White House meeting on Tuesday, Trump was non-committal. We have not agreed to that, he said. We're talking about it, but it's a hard thing to give away that kind of technology. Giving away the weapon carried its own risks, he added. People that you give this technology, they can someday turn on you. You know that is possible. Fucking idiot. Like, they're not going to use any fucking Patriot interceptor that we give them. Like, they can't shoot down all the ballistic missiles that get shot to them already. They're going to use them. They're not going to... Whatever. The interceptor travels at, quote, 8,600 miles an hour, end quote, Trump explained, adding for context, if you go for 60, it gets her a little fat. This guy's, I fucking hate. Giving away the weapons carried its own. He went on a recall on occasion in which 5 missiles were fired, quote, at Jordan and were shot down in sequence, rendered by the president a bing, 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 bing. Oh, okay, I'm done. So yeah, Trump's fucking retarded. Don't forget to like the stream. It's very important to attract new viewers. True, Lorenz. That's why you got that blue name, buddy. So yeah, that's fucking fun. So out of curiosity, how many of you would come if I streamed in the morning, Eastern Standard Time? Oh yeah, Pagburn's been going fucking hard going over that Professor Dave video. I'll give him props for that. He's doing what I couldn't do. I don't know what time in the morning. Like, I wake up super early. Like, in theory, I could start streaming at like 7 a.m. Eastern. By the time I'm awake, maybe 8 o'clock Eastern. I don't know. I'm going to probably just start streaming at different times. I'm really important. Yes, dude, if you guys don't watch him, sub. Yeah, see? Do this. Do what I just did. Subscribe to I'm Really Important. He's a fucking awesome creator. Awesome liberal creator that should be championed. Ukraine's Pack 3 analog will be like 130. Yeah, actually, I remember hearing about that. That wasn't too long. Oh wait, hang on. There was that. Sorry, somebody sent me a fucking. won't be as reliable. Yeah, it won't be, but I mean, in today's day and age, like, you don't need it to be as reliable. Like, you just have different kind of things coming. Like, listen, anything that's cheaper, even if it's like fucking half as reliable, if it's less than half the price, it'll be worth it. You just have to fire more at them. If they're cheaper, you can shoot more at them, even if they're not as even if they won't make the same hits, or they don't have the same hit rate. After decades of relying on the U.S.-made Patriot interceptor system and its hit-to-kill pack-3 ammunition, as most preventive defense, 3 new tracks are now leveraging internet. Who the fuck? Someone's lighting fireworks. I have no idea who. Ukraine needs federal back so we can get Elon and prove Starlink over Russia, so Ukraine can just take out the Russia. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, their new drones are doing pretty good at medium range, but yeah, you would need something quicker and more accurate over in Russian airspace. But Elon's not going to do that because Elon's a fucking cunt. So, can you teach people about personalized proportional representation voting? It's very important, and why the US. Send me something on Discord. I will read into it, and we can talk about it. We could try and talk about that tomorrow or Sunday. Yeah, I'd be interested in learning about it. Yeah, send me something on Discord or Twitter. My DMs are open. All right, guys. I think that's it for the night. Sorry, not too long. Only 2 hours. But tomorrow I will be live again. Again, I might be live in the morning, but definitely late at night again as well. Should be streaming longer tomorrow because I don't have work. That'll be even better. I have to spend some time with the wife, though. It's very important. That allows me to do this. So, guys, thank you very much for stopping by. Appreciate it as always. 27 of you here now. That's pretty cool. I love you all. Stay safe. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, guys. Love you.